San Francisco Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
Matt Cain has been cutting down the competition all season long. Today looks to keep the Giants on top in the West. But Cain's going to need some help from the offense. Buster Posey's been carrying the load since the All-Star break, and he's back in the starting lineup today. Giants, Rockies, next.
Beautiful day for baseball here at AT&T Park as we get ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series, Rockies and Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants need to get into the win column here at home. They lose last night. They get shut out. But, Mike, I want to talk about Matt Cain. What is the one thing he has to do today?
Well, you know, when Matt Cain is good, I mean, he gets the fastball to be his friend. He'll go inside, outside, in and out with two different types of movement. When he can do that, everything else sort of falls into place. And the other thing is get him 3 runs. You get him 3 runs, he's 9-0 this year. You don't have to get a bunch, just get him 3. And oh yeah, by the way, against this Rocky team lifetime, 13-7 with a 3.23 ERA. Just get him 3 runs.
3 runs, that's the key. All right, when we come back, we're going to have the starting lineups and the very first pitch of this ball game right after these messages.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Back here at AT&T Park, it's a warm Saturday afternoon as Matt Cain leads the Giants out of the dugout. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. 69 degrees here at the yard. Hardly any winds at all. The humidity is at 62%, and it is clear. Let's take a look at the Rockies lineup that Matt Cain will be facing. It'll go like this. It'll be EY, Eric Young Jr. in the leadoff spot. Then it's Rutledge. See his numbers on the road for the kid. Gonzalez, followed by Hernandez, Pacheco. Colvin will hit 6. Then it's McBride, LeMahieu, and Pomeranz.
On the hill day 4, the Giants will be the big right-hander, Matt Cain. His 23rd start for Cain, 10-5 in the year with a 3.01 ERA, 142 strikeouts against 32 walks. The key is get him 3 runs. This year you do that, he's 9-0.
First pitch is wide to Eric Young.
Hey, the fans are here.
Yes, they are. There's the next pitch in. A high strike called by Greg Gibson. Did not look like your typical strike, but it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Cain working quickly. This is foul back. Eric Young led the game off last night, went 0 for 3. He's 0 for 10 in his career against Cain.
You're talking about Greg Gibson, the plate umpire. I mean, he's an umpire that will look for strikes. He's a good pitcher's friend.
And a souvenir down the left field line. See the rest of the umpires. Manny Gonzalez, Jerry Davis, and Phil Cuzzy. That goes from first to third. Cain delivers the 1-2 pitch to Young, and a swing and a miss, and that's how this game gets started.
Check out that Giants defense playing behind Matt Cain today, starting the outfield from left to right. It'll be Cabrera, Pagan, and Pence. Arias and Scudero patrol the left side of the infield. Terrio and Pill on the right side. Buster Posey back in the lineup today after a day off. Will be in the squad putting down the signs.
Here's Rutledge hitting .327. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. He's never faced Cain before. Rutledge went 0 for 4 last night. Canes are here. And literally, a lot of the Canes are here with the ceremony last night honoring the perfect game. Next pitch is wide. I'm sure most of them have stayed to watch Matt Cain pitch today.
His mom and dad, his brother, and in-laws.
Outlaws, they're all here.
High school coach, former pitching coach, and all of their significant others. A ton. And of course the fans are here.
2-1 pitch. Fouled into the glove of Buster Posey.
He's just playing catch right now at Posey.
Carlos Gonzalez to follow. Breaking ball hit very well to left. Let's see if Cabrera's got room. He does. 2 down. Not in this yard.
Josh Rutledge cannot believe that ball did not go out of the ballpark. Let's take a look at the pitch grips that Cain will be using today. Starting with the 4-seam fastball, and you see the thumb is underneath the middle finger. And then the 2-seam fastball where he moves it over just about a half an inch, not even that, maybe quarter of an inch. You line that thumb up under the forefinger. Here's the slider. See the ball bulge, and then there's the circle change. He'll throw in any count. And then the curveball, kind of a steal pitch now. He doesn't use it as a strikeout pitch like he did when he first called up.
First pitch, pop up. Center field, Pence and Pagan, and it's Pagan in front of Pence. And Matt Cain with an 11 pitch first inning. Giants are coming up. the lineup that'll be facing the lefty Drew Pomeranz, all right-handed hitters. It'll be Pagan, Scudero, and Melky Cabrera, followed by Buster Posey back in the lineup. His numbers against lefties, second highest in the major leagues. Then it's Pence, Pill, followed by Terrio. Arias is hitting 8th, Kane 9th.
On the hill today for the Colorado Rockies will be the left-hander Drew Pomeranz. Pomeranz, 23 years old, 6'5", 240-pounder. In 13 starts this year, 1-6 with a 4.76 ERA. But look at the strikeouts, 50 and 56 in 2/3 innings. Got a lot. He's got good stuff, and you're going to see a lot of cut fastballs from Pomeranz. It's really one of the good cut fastballs that we've seen a young pitcher come up to the big leagues with. He'll go high 80s, low 90s, and at times even higher than that with velocity. And he has a curveball and a changeup. And the curveball, I think, is probably his best kill pitch, but that cutter's, you're going to see that a lot. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Drew Pomeranz, starting in the Rockies outfield from left to right. It'll be Gonzalez, Young, and McBride. That's your outfield. Rutledge and Pacheco on the left side. LeMahieu and Colvin on the right side. And Ramon Hernandez, the veteran in the squad today, putting down the signs. If you remember Ubaldo Jimenez that used to pitch for the Rockies when he was traded to the Cleveland Indians, Drew Pomeranz was the guy that came over in that trade.
So here's Pagan. Pagan taking all the way, takes low. Only 2 hitters in this Giants lineup have faced Pomeranz during the regular season. That's Pence and Pill. And a called strike. Pagan went 0 for 3. Remember, the first 5 hitters last night took the collar, 0 for 18.
Well, that has to improve. That was such a key during the last road trip. The top of the lineup was so hot.
Well, the Giants in, I believe, 6 of the 7 games scored in the first inning. Very high. It's 2-2. The only game on that road trip that the Giants didn't score in the first inning was the game they lost on Thursday afternoon. Matter of fact, the Cardinals scored 2 in the first inning. 2-2 pitch. And Pagan chases a pitch way out of the strike zone, and he's retired, 1 out.
He's not going to be happy with that. Guys chase up. They're never going to be happy. But that's a fastball you see so well. And sometimes your hands think for themselves, and that time they thought wrong.
And usually you feel like you can at least foul it off. Well, that's very nice of that. See the poster?
I like it. That's my favorite baseball card of you. When you're up there with a broken bat, still makes me laugh.
Here's Scudero, who takes high. 1 ball and no strikes. Thought the baseball card companies were using that as a reflection to my career. Scudero takes a belt high strike.
Well, you can trick somebody with a 1-year career, maybe even a 2-year career. You can't trick anybody with a 10-year career. My partner with a broken bat over his shoulder.
1-1 pitch, and Scudero takes another strike. 1-2. Scudero's played behind Pomeranz. He's never stood in the box and faced him.
Old Coots love Scoots. Scudero. Right now, Pomeranz is effectively wild.
Well, you say the same thing about Chatwood in his start.
Colorado Rockies saw that sign. Watch for falling rocks.
3-2 now to Scudero. .277 hitter, Marco Scudero. And the payoff is foul back. Giants have lost a couple of games in a row. They're tied with the Dodgers. Both teams have identical 61 and 52 records. The Dodgers will play in Miami tonight.
That's a chance, a rare chance to put some heat on a team playing in the East when you're on the West Coast.
That's right. Another foul ball out of play.
Usually it's the other way around. And when you're tied for first, you can put some pressure on that team you're tied with by winning first.
Arizona in the Nationals again tonight. Scudero on the ground to third, and it's Pacheco who will make the play. 2 outs for Melky Cabrera. Melky Cabrera's birthday today.
Happy birthday. She likes the milkman. What's not to like?
349, 11 home runs, 57 driven in. 0 for 3 last night with a walk. Here he pops this one up over by the Rockies dugout, and it'll be about 20 rows back. Nice catch by a number of fans all together who brought their gloves.
Melky Cabrera against left-handers this year, wearing them out, hitting a cool .402 against lefties this season. That's doing it.
And a fastball for a strike, so it's a quick 0-2.
You hit .402 against lefties, it makes you pray for more left-handers in the league.
It's true. Buster Posey watching from the on-deck circle.
The last time I saw a pitcher wear number 13 like Pomeranz has was Mark Davis.
2-2. That's good. Two-two offering. This may be playable. It's Colvin, and that'll end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for both Kane and Pomeranz. Second inning coming up.
On Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Cash Creek's Tropical Riches. Win cash and prizes daily through September 3rd. Visit cashcreek.com for details.
0-0. Here's we head to inning number 2. It'll be Hernandez, Pacheco, and Colvin. Greg Papa's got his boat out in the cove. I knew Pops was doing pretty good, but my goodness.
Yeah. He's doing good.
Hernandez hitting .212, 4 home runs, 22 driven in. And I know now how he gets to the ballpark.
Yep. Papa Z.
Arias can't get it as it just flips over his head. And Hernandez has got a base hit. All right, let's check in with Amy G.
All right, guys. Well, Matt Cain and the Rockies starter Drew Pomeranz have a lot in common. They actually hail from the same hometown back in Tennessee. Matt played with Drew's brother Stuart at the same high school, but Drew, a few years younger, decided to go to the rival high school, so they pitched against each other back in high school. Of course, today, I would guess bragging rights are on the line. Their moms, Lisa and Dolores, very good friends, but I'm also guessing they're not talking today, guys.
Nor should they be.
Yeah, you can't break protocol. Come on.
Here's Pacheco. Pacheco shows bunt, and it's low.
That did not miss by much.
So the first base runner, and it's Ramon Hernandez, the longtime catcher in the major leagues. He's at first. Up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Pacheco last night went 0 for 3. The damage really was done on a couple of 2-out RBI singles. Fowler had one, and so did Tyler Colvin. This is bounced, and it hits the runner. And the Giants catch a break. What is Hernandez doing? Putting his head down, trying to get that first down.
Well, it's a base hit for Jordan Pacheco, so Jordan Pacheco's got to say thank you very much. Hey, you guys do this late in the year. You always think they kind of half did it on purpose. Once the ball hits the runner, the ball is dead, but it is a hit for the hitter. And the guy hit by the ball, of course, is out. Yeah, they're laughing about it. Yeah, he did it on purpose.
Well, 4 unassisted is the out. And here's Tyler Colvin.
In baseball history, there's been a few of those right there that have determined batting champions, and it's unethical, but it happens.
Runner goes, swinging a high fly ball into left center field. Pacheco will have to return to first. Colvin's retired. Colvin's kind of staring out at the gaps in left center. I don't know if he thought that he had got that one enough.
Well, no. I mean, I think that Josh Rutledge has a legitimate beef, but here that's a routine fly ball. But if you play all season in Coors Field, I guess that might taint your perspective.
Here's Matt McBride. McBride playing right field this afternoon. McBride came in as a pinch hitter last night, and he was retired. Here he takes low. Mr. Posey has to keep that one from going to the backstop. No score, top of the second inning. Fans trying to get back on track. Fear the bride. No. Fear the wife, not the bride. There it is.
The last fling before the ring. Bachelorette gamer babes. Well, of course. We need to get them some pins. Some gamer pins.
And tight, 2-0. Pacheco does not go, and this is popped up into right center field. It'll be Pagan again, calling off Hunter Pence. Buster Posey's going to lead things off, followed by Pence and then Phil. It's 0-0.
On Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Supercuts. Rock the cut. Supercuts.
Well, Monday, September 3rd is the second annual Star Wars Day at the Park. Your special event package will include a ticket to the Monday afternoon game against the D-backs, and the Giants-themed Death Star baseball will be yours. The giveaway is only available with a special Star Wars ticket. Go to sfgiants.com/special events or call 415-972-2298.
Here's Buster Posey, who takes a strike. A 90-mile-an-hour fastball, no balls and 1 strike. 328 for Buster Posey, 18 home runs, 73 driven in. Pinch hitter last night. Buster Posey popped out to the outfield. Shoots this one to right field and a base hit.
He really does have the ideal swing to beat a cut fastball like Pomeranz throws. But he's got the ideal swing to beat just about every kind of approach. Let's take a look at our Exmo. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Get down early. And you look at the body completely in the middle of his feet. And everything about Posey just screams balance and bat control. You have balance in your lower body, you're going to allow your hands to have bat control to contact points, and he just is in a great groove right now.
Here's Hunter Pence, 259, 17 home runs, 66 RBIs. You see the numbers for Buster Posey since the All-Star break. Swing and a foul back.
Those are pitches that he thinks he should be hitting. I mean, he's on them speed-wise. When you see a ball fouled straight back to the screen, I mean, he's got a time. But in the 1-0 count, you get a challenge fastball out of the plate, and you miss one there. You're talking to yourself.
Big chopper. That's one, and that's all they'll get. For whatever reason, LeMahieu did not throw, so it's a fielder's choice. So here's Pill. Red Pill Tooth hitting .211 with 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Hunter Pence does have 5 steals. He's been caught twice. Right down Broadway, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Ryan Theriot to follow. Outside to even the count. Pill instead of Belt. Bruce Bochy and his staff determined that right-handed hitters had a better shot against Pomeranz, so they stacked them. All right-handed hitters in the lineup.
Got fastball right through the zone at the knees out over the plate. See a guy take a pitch like that, and it only tells you one thing. He was looking for something else or some other location.
That went into the Rockies dugout.
Where's Eugenio Velez? He's the only guy you have to worry about. Yep, we're good. Teeth are all there.
Pence being checked on. Rockies with a couple of hits. Posey, the first hit for the Giants. Pence reaches on the fielder's choice, and it's 1-2 to Pill. And now Pill, or make that Pence started to go. He put on the brakes, but he's got a long reach.
He got a little leaky there. Now let's watch the lean. Yep, get back. Pence has good speed. He gets a read on Pomeranz. This is a go situation with his kind of speed. If he gets a jump, he will not hesitate. He does have a green light.
There's a base hit into left field.
That's a strong man's hit right there. Pomeranz made a nice pitch that got up his bat beautifully.
Well, with that cutter, you see a lot of that.
Well, and the guys who are strong, they can fight them out. I mean, it makes you so mad when you get the pitch you want, where you want. You break a guy's bat like this and they still get a hit. Well, you get to the big leagues, you got guys strong enough to do this. Right on the label. I mean, right on the label. Still enough strength to throw it out there in left field, get himself a knock.
So here's Theriot. Theriot hitting .262. Took an 0 for 2 last night. He did take a walk. Inside corner, and it's 0-1. Good speed at second for the Giants, and that's Hunter Pence. And that evens the count at a ball and a strike.
Rockies are playing Theriot the other way. They've got Eric Young, the center fielder, about 6 steps towards the right center field gap, and they're giving him the line and right. So they're figuring he's going to go that side of the field. Interesting because the movement on the fastball from Pomeranz is one that's going to bore in on his hands. Ooh, good pitch. Just missed, if it did at all.
And the 2-1 to Terrio is low and in, 3-1. So Terrio waiting him out. Joaquin Arias to follow. Hit into right field, and that's going to fall. And that is going to load the bases.
Well, the Rockies were wise in the way they defended against Terrio, and despite all that, he still managed to throw a single out there in right center.
So here's Arias, who's hitting at .257. He's got 1 home run. He's got 17 driven in. He's got a 5-game hitting streak. That's not bad for a guy who doesn't get a chance to play a lot.
Well, he's definitely confident, and that's the key in a bases loaded 1-out situation.
Inside 1-0 with Matt Cain on deck. Posey started it off. Giants have 3 singles in the inning. One ball and 1 strike. Pomeranz got 1 strikeout. He got Angel Pagan swinging at a high fastball in the first inning. Hit out into right center field. Young is going to track it down. Pence is going to score, and a nice at bat for Arias. 1-0 Giants.
A cut, I think, can be at times as hard a pitch to lift and get it in the air as a sinker. That's a super at bat there from Arias. He's set up in that inside corner, and he leaves it out of the plate just a little bit, and that's all the opportunity he needed. And he gets the job done. Good at bat.
So here's Cain. Cain swinging the bat a little better. He's got 3 RBIs on the year. He's 8 for 50. At the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Down the right field line, giving chase is McBride, and he's going to run out of room. So Matt Cain quickly behind in the count, 0-2. At third, Pill. At first, Terrio. Very high, 1-2. 40 pitches now for Pomeranz, and what the Rockies are doing with their staff, following the number of pitches is very important.
75 pitch limit for their starters. 4-man rotation.
Cain flips one, base hit. And it's 2-0. RBI number 4 on the year for Matt Cain.
Oh, that's a back breaker right there. And you see his 2 former coaches. I mean, not enough for them if Cain pitches a shutout. He's got to get a hit and an RBI too.
Is his hitting coach here too?
Yeah. So that swing of the bat pleases everybody. And it's a backbreaker, as you said, for Pomeranz. And that's going to bring out Bo McLaughlin, the pitching coach for the Rockies that leads the league in mound visits. As Bo McLaughlin is talking to Pomeranz, what do you say we take a look at our Geico quote of the game? This one comes from Mauro Gozzo, the private pitching instructor for Cain and the Pomeranzes. He said, it's going to be neat. I'd like to see both being Cain and Pomeranz, go 7 innings. The lead of the score tied 0-0. 2 no decisions and a Giants win. Hey, Giants are in a race. Yes, they are. There's Mauro Gozzo. Oh, he's got to be pretty happy. He helped both these guys get to the big leagues.
See, I think he's a Chicago guy. Does he look like a Chicago, New York guy?
That's what he does in his spare time.
Here's Pagan, who struck out in the first inning.
Mauro Gozzo, wasn't he in one of Mario Puzo's books?
He was in The Sopranos.
There you go.
If I recall, you didn't mess with him either. Pagan takes low and away. It's 2-0. I missed that show.
That's a good one.
Terrio at second, Cain at first. And Pagan hits a high fly ball to left. Gonzalez moving over and under, and that'll end the inning. Giants with 4 singles. It's 2-0 San Francisco. Stories that happened on August 11th, 1962. Those dreaded Dodgers. They protest the wetting down of the field at Candlestick Park. A tactic they claim is to stop Maury Wills. The Giants win 5-4, defeating 21-game winner Don Drysdale, handing him his first loss after 11 straight wins. The watering ploy earns Giants manager Alvin Dark the nickname the Swamp Fox. Yep, there's Maury Wills. I remember that guy on the crew.
Yeah. It was a bit muddy.
Yeah, Ron Fairley tells some great stories. Of course, he played first base for the Dodgers, right? He said you couldn't move around at all because it was so wet. There's a strike to DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu hitting .240 with 4 runs batted in. Of course, we always got the Giants' perspective on things from those years, the 60s and early 70s. And when Ron Fairley became a Giants broadcaster, we got the other perspective on what was going on in the other clubhouse.
Fairley would sort of walk halfway back into the plane, and we'll be on road trips, and he'd tell us stories of the Dodger-Giant rivalry.
I mean, he was out swinging. And I'll say this. I mean, Ron Fairley's always going to be known as a Dodger, but he had a great deal of respect for those guys in the orange and black, the guys that he played against.
You know, that was the thing. I mean, I grew up in following the rivalry, and as I got older and got into professional baseball, I got a chance to meet a lot of both guys on both teams.
Here's Pomeranz.
And the respect that they had for one another was off the charts. They didn't like each other. They hated losing each other, and it made for great baseball, and it really is what made the West Coast fall in love with Major League Baseball.
Pomeranz, pretty good hitter. He's 4 for 15. Matt Cain's mom was talking in the dugout before the ceremony yesterday about these two facing each other, and she said the only time it's probably going to get weird is when they're at the plate against each other. Well, Matt Cain's 1 for 1 against Pomeranz.
With a ribeye.
And he gets Pomeranz. Strikeout number 3.
All fastballs. So, I mean, he just flat out challenged him. Lane McCarter. He's the high school coach. Collins Day. And then next to him is Jay Joyner. All 3 high school coaches. And then you see Gazzo here.
Nobody's sitting by Gazzo.
No. For good reason.
He's as young as he swings and we get a chance to meet them all. They're all fantastic.
Yeah, they really are.
Every last one of them.
Well, we think Matt Cain is one of the best prepared professionals we've ever seen come into the ranks, because we saw him at age 20 at the big league level. And his foundation has always been impressive. And I think one of the biggest compliments is he's the player rep, and he was the player rep for this team when he was 24 years old. That doesn't happen.
Young takes high. Well, look, the people we just introduced had a lot to do with his development, his mom, his dad. And that's why it's really nice that they could all be here for the ceremony last night, and then he gets a start the next day. Young strikes out for the second time, and Cain strikes out the side. Oh, yeah. Scudero will lead things off.
Shut down inning.
Community Fund presenting Education Day today here at the park, and it's really special because the recipients of the Harmon and Sue Burns Scholarship were here, as well as graduates of their program. Guys, 10 different 8th graders that are a part of the Junior Giants program received scholarships based on their leadership skills and their educational accomplishments, plus they got $2,500 to put towards their education. Probably the best part, 10 graduates of the program here today. They all got to listen to George Contos speak. All 10 senior high school graduates are moving on to higher education. Way to go, guys.
It's always a good story, that's for sure. Scudero bounced out in the first inning. It's always great when you bring people back that have been through the program, and they took advantage of it.
There you see the plaque next to the Giants dugout in memory of Sue Burns. She and Harmon sat in those 2 seats close to the Giants dugout for so many years, and really had everything to do with keeping the Giants here in San Francisco. And we miss them.
On the ground is short. Rutledge. Well, the Atlanta Braves make their first visit to AT&T Park Thursday, August 23rd. It'll be through the 26th. The Saturday game is the start. It's a 1:05 start is America's Cup Day. On Sunday, a 1:05 start is Pablo Sandoval Bobblehead Day. So go to sfgiants.com to purchase tickets.
I love that bobblehead.
Bobble bubble. Cabrera takes a pitch wide. Cabrera popped out down the right field line in the first inning. And he lays down a bunt. Pomeranz is going to have to make a very good play, and he's not going to make it. Really nice job by Cabrera to disguise what he was going to do.
Well, we're going to make it our forward right, Joe. Take us through the bunt here. I mean, what's the key in dropping down a drag bunt?
Well, the longer you wait, the better, obviously. You can see the third baseman's out of the play. The only guy who can make it is the pitcher. And Melky Cabrera just got it far enough away from Pomeranz, and he's got a base hit.
A forward right choice. How many guys will take on the third base line with a left-handed pitcher out there because their momentum falls off towards that line?
Buster Posey led the second inning off with a base hit to right field.
And I'll tell you, Drew Pomeranz, for a guy 6'5", 235, he moves pretty well.
That was a nice play to make it as close as it was. An off-speed pitch on the inside corner. A ball and a strike to Buster Posey. High and deep into left center field. This baby is way back. Out of here. Number 19 for Buster Posey, and it's 4-0 Giants. He can hit.
He can hit, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do when you get a mistake. And Pomeranz, who lives middle in, left the fastball out over the plate and up right across the letters. Right across the letters, and boy, he sweet stroked this thing right out to left center, and it got out of here in a hurry.
And here's Hunter Pence.
One more look at how quick the hands are. It's amazing what an off day will do to a guy.
Pence fouls it back. You know, funny you should bring that up. You know, there are a lot of people, as you see the beautiful swing again, and the 0-2 to Pence. And Pence chases a high fastball, and he's retired. I really feel like Buster Posey, at this time of the year, should be in the lineup every day. And Bruce Bochy really explained it in detail on his KNBR pregame show that he spends a lot of time with Buster Posey trying to figure out when is a good time for him to take a day off.
And he's as hot as he is. It's tough, and he certainly is missed, not only by the fans but by his teammates as well. He's homered in 6 of the last 10 games, 8 of the last 19. He is absolutely on a tear.
Bruce Bochy said he went to the back of the plane on Thursday, and he said, yep. Buster said it's 4 days in a row. It's a little cranky. So, the decision was made is to shut it down the next night, which was last night. Look, everybody wants to come to the park. They want to see everybody play, but forget what happened to him last year. It was pretty remarkable where he's at right now. Pomerantz, Posey, bye-bye, baby.
Fourth here joining us, Dave Fleming. David, welcome.
Hey, Mike. Nice to see you on a beautiful day here in San Francisco, that's for sure.
Well, so far, it has been Matt Cain at the plate and Matt Cain on the mound.
Yeah, no kidding. That was a big hit by Cain. Sort of loosened up the Giants, perhaps, and then Buster Posey just keeps getting it done.
Is he something or what?
He is something else. The best hitter in baseball since the All-Star break. And another home run here at home. Nobody else is hitting him here at AT&T Park but Buster. Rutledge. Cabrera makes the catch, and Rutledge is the first out here in the fourth. That is 19th home run of the year. Best on base average, best slugging average, best batting average of anybody in Major League Baseball since the break. And that's a month now. We're not talking about a week or two.
Yeah, and we talk about his position, which sort of increases the degree of difficulty, and it increases the amount of respect you have as a player when you can put those numbers up as a catcher, especially this time of year.
There's a bunt by Carlos Gonzalez. Maybe he watched Melky Cabrera do it successfully and sort of thought that was a good idea. But Gonzalez bunted it foul.
Well, down 4-0. It's not something you often see a guy who has home run power take a bump. But right now the Rockies need base runners, so I think it's a good play. Defense going to give it, take it.
And Cain is in such a nice rhythm now. Perhaps thinking about trying to get Cain into the stretch. I was looking at the numbers, Mike, and you think of Carlos Gonzalez with his power speed combo, and not just home runs but extra base hits, doubles, triples, homers, and he has never had an extra base hit against Matt Cain. He's seen him a lot. Takes that one in the dirt for a ball.
Well, you always look at great hitters against great pitchers, and usually the first 20 at bats, it's always in favor of the great pitcher. And after that, it kind of evens out.
Well, he's had 33 times up against Kane in his career. Gonzalez has. From 0-2 to 2-2. Just the 4 hits and all singles. Took a big cut there and hit it foul. I think every pitcher likes to face Gonzalez in a spot like this. Base is empty. Pitching with the lead. Because he is the Rockies' best hitter. Gonzalez hit that one pretty well to center field. Pagan with enough room. 2 down.
That'll give you an idea how much weight he's got in that barrelhead. We talk about a guy that's got power. He did not hit this ball on the sweet spot. It got it out on the end of the bat. He still takes it out to the warning track with dead center. That's an impressive out. You can see him. Watch him unload the backside into this. Just a very light grip on the ball. Really throws the head that becomes very heavy because of the light grip. And then he gets backspin, which gives him carry. And this is a ball that he doesn't hit on the sweet spot. That's a scary thing.
2 down for Ramon Hernandez. Good curveball from Kane for strike 1. And I think the ball is carrying pretty well today. Warm temperatures, but still impressive power from Carlos Gonzalez. But out number 2. There's strike 2 to Hernandez.
Yeah, we were talking about power. You can see it when guys are hitting off of cut fastball pitchers like Pomeranz. We saw it with Brett Pill, hit a ball right on the label. If you don't have strength, you can't get the ball in the outfield like he did to get a base hit. Mere mortals don't even get to the shortstop. So there are little subtle ways that you can tell how strong a guy is, even when he doesn't hit the ball on the nose. And we saw 2 of them, one off the end of the bat to the warning track from Carlos Gonzalez, the other up the bat on the label off the Brett Pill.
Here's a little flip shot into right center. Pence with a sliding catch. Nice play, Hunter Pence. And the Rockies go down in order. Giants fans having a good time here this afternoon. Giants and Pence lead the Rockies 4-0.
Is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
All right, time now for our trivia question. It's brought to you by AT&T. Since 1980, name the 3 players that have finished a season hitting above 400 after the All-Star break. Let's think about that one for a bit.
What a day in San Francisco. Plenty of watercraft from the kayaks to the yachts out on McCovey Cove. Saturday afternoon baseball.
No Marty McFly sighting today?
I haven't seen Back to the Future yet. The DeLorean hydroplaning last night. By the end, he was struggling a little bit there. Might need some repair time.
Well, the duck boats, they don't struggle.
No. Keep quacking along. Ryan Theriot, who got a base hit to build the Giants rally in the second, is up for the second time. Takes strike one from Drew Pomeranz.
61 pitches on the day for Pomeranz.
So the countdown is on. Clock is ticking.
75 pitches and he's gone. I mean, that's how they work it here. 4-man rotation with a 75 pitch limit. And they adhere to it.
Well, we saw the game last Sunday in Denver where Tyler Chatwood was throwing the ball well. And the Giants were not hitting him hard. He got to 76 pitches. The pitcher was coming up to the plate and he was taken out of the game.
It was absolutely crazy. I mean, I haven't seen anything like that since Instructional League.
And it really emphasized how this is not a flexible plan that they're on. It's like you just said, 75 pitches and done. Period. Theriot takes that one in the dirt and no swing on appeal. That's Manny Gonzalez, first base umpire.
It makes it extremely difficult to get a win if you're a starting pitcher for the Rockies. And what they do is they piggyback the starter. They'll have a guy in the bullpen, and he is going to be the guy to follow up that starter whenever that pitch count gets to 75.
Theriot chops that one to short. Rutledge for the out.
Now there's the DeLorean we were talking about, Marty McFly. And he made an appearance last night into McCovey Cove. And he kind of took it into the rocks.
That was not his best move.
No, he sputtered there, but I mean, there for a while he had it going. It definitely lit the crowd up.
Oh, McFly.
They played that on the big screen out in center field.
Played it on the big screen to the point where people were watching on the screen, and then everybody down the first base line, out on the arcade, up in right field, headed to the rails to lean over and watch the guy. Arias way up there into center field with plenty of room for Eric Young. 2 down. He was looking pretty cool there for a while.
When we first saw him, you can see how far above the water he was, a little over a foot. By the end of the night, the car was resting in the water, so he lost some air. And with it, he lost a little control. But I tell you what, that's cool. I don't care what you say.
So which is cooler, that or the hydroplane Ironman guy we saw earlier this year?
I don't know. I got to think about that one. That was pretty cool, too.
Yeah. Yeah, the little raft armada today.
It's not bad. It's a million-looking ball player right there.
You're out there with them, huh? In
Yep.
spirit, at least. Kane, who got a base hit to knock in a run his first time up. Let's take a look at that again. Oh.
18 years old, Cal Poly freshman.
The Bay Area chapter.
He's taking life very seriously back then. The Cal Poly guy, one of the Mustangs.
Do not smile for the team picture. The hat's changed a little bit since your time.
Yep. But the colors remain the same. Green
Yep.
and gold. Proud to have worn them.
Oh, almost hit Kane in the foot. 2-2. That was a big hit for Kane in the second. Giants had gotten a run in. He came up with 2 on and 2 out. And he made it a bigger inning for the Giants. Pomeranz bounced that one. The bullpen is working for Colorado. That was pitch number 72. I think this is likely his last hitter. Josh Renicky is up and getting loose. Kane strikes out swinging. So we won't find out whether he would have come out at Kane reach. On to the 5th. Giants 4, Rockies nothing.
Question is brought to you by AT&T. Since 1980, name the 3 players that have finished the season hitting above 400 after the All-Star break. Our survey said, well, Ichiro, Barry Bonds, and George Brett. 3 pretty good hitters, if you ask me.
Yeah, I would say.
And Buster Posey trying to add his name to that list.
Well, 453 average. Now he's got a ways to go since the All-Star break, but Posey, what a second half he's having, what a year he's having.
It really is his breakout year when you think about it. First full season without interruption.
First pitch from Kane hits Jordan Pacheco. So that's not what Kane was looking to do.
Yeah, he's trying to jam him. That ball just kind of got away from him, and as it got into that inside part of the plate, it sort of heat-seeked right into his hands.
Pacheco is almost like he did not react at all to get out of the way.
You know, you hit against a guy like Kane who is a control guy, and every once in a while you get surprised by this. You don't expect it. Ball just went right up, and he had nowhere to go.
And they're checking him out, that left forearm, almost wrist area, just making sure everything's okay.
Every time I see a hitter get hit in the wrist or the hands, I don't know how they don't break.
There's so many little bones that you figure are very fragile. Pacheco's aboard though, and now a power hitter, Tyler Colvin, up. First pitch curveball, and he bounced it foul. Colvin's had a weird career a couple years ago with the Cubs as a very young player, sort of burst on the scene, had some great success last year, just kind of totally cratered, and the Cubs gave him to the Rockies, and now he's revitalized. Pops that one into left. In a tough Sun field today, Melky Cabrera really fighting it, but no problem for Melky. Out number 1, and let's check in with Amy G.
All right, Dave, it was fun hearing you guys talk about the flashback of Back to the Future last night with a hovering DeLorean out in McCovey Cove. And guys, this isn't the first time Back to the Future has made a resurgence. Last year, our own Brian Wilson wore some Back to the Future inspired shoes sponsored by Nike, and Brian ended up buying 2 pairs of what looked like Moonwalker shoes for a charity. And as my 7-year-old son says, they could ride a hoverboard very well. Dave?
I miss that guy.
Yeah. There was plenty of personality with Wilson around. What a throw by Posey, and he guns down Pacheco for out number 2.
I tell you, everybody involved, that's the big leagues. This is not an easy pitch to throw off of. The one thing is that when you reach across your body, it does cock your shoulders. But you have to be strong-legged, and you better have a good, solid foundation as a catcher to get up and get back in balance to make a throw. When you go that far to your right, you have a tendency to throw a ball that will tail away from the second baseman or shortstop. I mean, that's the beauty of that play. I mean, that's a strong-legged throw is what that is.
Good tag by Theriot, and a big out. The Rockies are down 4 runs, and they make an out on the bases. McBride takes strike 2, 1-2.
Now watch him come across his body, reach, and now you got to come out and you got to regain balance, and the tendency is for that ball to tail away, but he gets enough on it and it gets in a good arm slot to give Theriot a chance to put the tag on, and he does indeed.
McBride pops it up. Who will take it? It'll be Pagan, and Matt Cain, with some help from his catcher, retires the Rockies 4-0 Giants.
Reverse replay. And yesterday before the game, the Giants honored the perfect game thrown by Matt Cain back in June. And there was a nice crowd on hand. And then it carried right before the game. A very touching ceremony where Matt Cain embraced his teammates, said thank you. Got a kiss from his lovely wife Chelsea and his daughter Hartley May. And it was just a great night. That's our AT&T Uverse Reverse replay. And Matt Cain basically immortalized forever with the plaque that is cemented into the port walk. Very cool.
Well, pitching change here for the Rockies when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Pomeranz after 4 innings is out, and Josh Renicky, the right-hander, takes over.
Well, Renicky is a guy who is going to give you a lot of sink with his fastball. Just a strike throwing ground ball guy, but he's got good velocity on the sinker. He'll go low to mid 90s. A slider, a curveball, and a changeup. But for the most part, you're going to see fastball, slider.
Pagan grounds one to short. Rutledge throws him out. That's out number 1. It was also a double switch, so the Rockies have a new third baseman, Chris Nelson, in the game. And Pacheco shifted from third base to first. Tyler Colvin went from first to right field. So it's McBride, the right fielder, who actually came out of the game for Colorado. Got all that?
We're good.
Okay. There's Colvin out in right field. 4-0 Giants have the lead. Scutaro is 0 for 2. He's ahead of the count now, 1-0. And Renicky, you're talking about this guy, Mike. He has become a very valuable pitcher for the Rockies with this starting pitcher system they have. He's pitched more innings out of the bullpen than anybody else in the big leagues. So you got to have some guys like that if you're going to take your starters out early every single game. And he's filled that role.
Well, you would think it would happen with a guy who is like Renicky, and he gets a lot of outs in 3 or less pitches because of that sinker. A lot of balls get beat into the ground. So you have to have a guy who can do this. I don't think it would be easy to do it with a fly ball strikeout guy. They throw too many pitches.
Scutaro down the right field line. Colvin runs out of room. 2-2 to Marco Scutaro. Another big crowd in San Francisco. It'll be another sellout crowd. And the Giants playing much better here today than they did last night. Shut out by Colorado in the first game of the series. Scutaro hit that one hard but foul.
Ooh.
A little too quick for the ball dude.
Glenn Casillas, our ball dude. He's moving pretty good.
Yeah. He had a long way to go.
Psych, he's been sitting in that stool all day. He finally gets a chance to move around. Pumped.
Scutaro works the count full, 3-2.
So is that guy. Yeah, it's not just a baseball.
Take a picture. Scutaro drills that one foul. Scutaro's got a little pop in his bat. He's not a big guy, but he's got some power.
Tough guy to strike out. You strike him out, you've earned it. Got a real nice abbreviated swing to begin with, but he even gets quicker and shorter in 2-strike counts.
That was close, but called a ball. Scutaro walks. You mentioned that about as Melky Cabrera comes up about Scutaro. It's why I think he's so valuable in those spots where you got runners on looking to put the ball in play. Scutaro's a great hitter to have up in those kind of situations. Melky Cabrera has certainly been that this year for the Giants. His hit in the third was a bunt hit right before the Posey home run. That one's slicing away from Carlos Gonzalez. And actually dropped on the field of play in foul territory. Just a strike though, and almost.
Happy birthday, Melky Cabrera. Happy birthday, Pablo Sandoval.
Big day for Giants birthdays.
Did you get the numbers on Pablo's night last night?
0 for 2, 5 innings, came out fresh, healthy, feeling good.
Well, that's the big number.
Yeah. Well, apparently did not even get a chance at third, so didn't get a play defensively, but the Giants, I think, were very pleased. He was feeling fine after the game. There's a little bloop behind third. Nelson, tough play finding that sun, and he made it.
As the sun swings around this ballpark, left fielders, third baseman, they're the first one to be inconvenienced. And as it swings around, then it goes out to the middle of the field where the second baseman, the shortstop, the center fielder become inconvenienced. And on a bright day like today, it's not much fun if it's your time defensively.
Yeah, and Nelson, who just came in the game, this is his first inning out there. It's a pretty good test for him. That ball bounces. Scudero easily. He'll make it into scoring position.
You know, take a look at Buster Posey in his last at bat, the third inning, with 1 out, 1 on. He gets a high cutter from Pomeranz right up around the letters and did this. Home run number 19 on the year, RBI 74 and 75. And it lit this place up. But you mean, when you think about it, when the teams take batting practice, the sun's not an issue. It's not a play you can practice. It's a play you're going to get during the game, but because of the time, you're not going to be able to practice it.
That's a good point. And it's in a park like this where that can be such a common play in a day game. It's where the Giants, and now they're not even going to mess around with Posey. After that wild pitch, first base open. They're going to walk Posey intentionally.
Well, Giants fans aren't going to like this. They've had enough intentional walks in their lifetime after they watched Barry Bonds get free passes day in, day out.
Posey keeps hitting home runs. The chickens may come back.
You're right. Mario Alioto has a garage that's got like 200,000 of them.
Yeah, he'd be happy if a few intentional walks showed up here. Get rid of some of the rubber chickens.
Oh yeah,
we got plenty of animals.
We got the giraffes. We got the horse.
Plenty of pandas.
And Captain Morgan is a Giants fan. I like it.
Yeah, it seems to be working. He's hanging out with good company.
Hey, where do you get that hat?
Hunter Pence 0 for 2. And he drives that one to right field. Hit pretty well, and it's right over the right fielder up against the wall. Scudero will score. Posey holds it third. Hunter Pence needed that one. A double to knock in a run. 5-0 Giants.
Well, and that's a Hunter Pence base hit. You're going to see him drive the ball with authority over a lot of right fielders' heads. I mean, that's his signature. He uses the whole field with pop. You take this ball away, you go with the location, and you get backspin, and you just drive. I mean, he's a strong man. And that swing of the bat just proved it. There wasn't a whole lot that Tyler Colvin out in right field could do. Go back and try and play the carom.
Brett Pill takes a slider for a ball. 1-0.
We're talking about the pressure you can put on a team in a pennant race when you play before they do. And usually it's the team playing on the East Coast, as the Dodgers are in Miami, that can put a little pressure on the team playing back in their home city in the West. But today, a rare opportunity for the Giants to be able to put something up on the board before the Dodgers, who play tonight in Miami.
Well, that is true. I mean, last night it was hard not to keep looking out at that scoreboard. The Dodgers wrapped their game up right as the Giants were sort of getting going. And as the Giants fell behind, that score, the final, Dodgers had won, was kind of hanging over the game last night. Now, that was a pitch to hit there, and Pill popped it up. Again, the sun a problem, but LeMahieu makes the catch. Pence knocks in a run, though, and the Giants take a 5-0 lead. San Francisco Bay, August 21st through the 26th. First chance to see America's Cup action right here on the water. Don't miss your chance to get a great seat and watch the action up close. Tickets in the only public seating area at the America's Cup Village are now on sale online at americascup.com/tickets. You can purchase those tickets there, find out more info. I hope to get days like this one out on the water. What a spectacular sight it is today. The Giants and the Rockies 5-0. Giants have the lead. Kane to the 8th place hitter LeMahieu as the 6th gets going. DJ LeMahieu, big tall guy for a middle infielder.
Yeah, you don't see many second basemen at 6'4". You just don't. Maybe on the mound, occasionally in right field. First base, yes. Second base, no.
He lines that one into right field. So LeMahieu behind to the count, 2 strikes. Opposite field hitting for a base hit.
Well, it is the Coors Light 6th inning now. It's time for the Coors Light freeze cam. We go back to the 4th inning, and with a couple of outs, there's a line drive to right field off the bat of Ramon Hernandez. And here comes Hunter Pence going down low to a backhand, and that is a good play. And that is our Coors Light freeze cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Hunter Pence. Be interesting to see, Mike, as Chris Nelson has his first at bat of the day. Ball 1 to Nelson. Be interesting to see how Bruce Bochy wants to play when Pablo Sandoval is back, with Pablo and Pence, the combination possibilities in the middle of the order.
Well, that is an interesting discussion, one that Bruce Bochy thinks about every day. But if we know anything about Bochy, we do know that he will ride a hot hand. One thing's for sure, though, it will lengthen out the lineup, and that's something that he has not had the luxury of a lot in his tenure here as a manager.
Good rip by Nelson on a fastball, 2-1. Well, that is true. I mean, the Giants are going to have probably the deepest lineup they've had in a long time when Pablo comes back, now that Pence is in uniform.
One of the arguments is, are you going to have a couple of hacks back and batting back to back like Pence and Sandoval? I mean, they're hackers.
Dangerous hackers, but they are. Kane missed badly with that one outside, 3-1.
Ideally, you put somebody in between them who is a back control guy like a Scutaro. But I mean, that's how you look at a lineup when you're setting it up, and because it proposes a lot of different problems to a guy pitching to a lineup when you have different type of hitters up and down the lineup.
Nelson thought that was ball 4. Instead, strike 2. Count goes full. Kane does not want to walk this guy. He's got a 5-0 lead. Runner at first, nobody out. And the top of the order coming up after Nelson.
That's the beauty of this ballpark. You get in this situation here, 5-run lead, you just say, here, hit me. You throw it middle away and let him take his best shot to the middle of the ballpark.
3-2. Kane missed outside. So that's a mistake. And Kane won't be real happy about that one. Posey coming out for a quick chat. You mentioned the thoughts that Bochy might have about the middle of the order, and you also brought up the name Scudero. I think that's another decision Bochy's going to have to make when Sandoval comes back. How does Scudero fit in if he's not at third? Is he going to play every day somewhere out there? Good problems to have, but some decisions coming for the Giants manager.
Well, worst case scenario, guys are going to get days off, and this time of year that's not always a bad thing.
Eric Young Jr. bunts, and he dragged one nicely. Pill has no play. Pill kind of reacted late to that. Terrio broke for first, and I don't think he was going to get there in time anyway.
No, that's a perfect bunt. You're not thinking there's going to be a sacrifice in a 5-0 ball game. You're thinking the guy's going to go ahead and play away. And the Giants did respect the bunt from the left side, but not so much with Pill, who played even with a bag at first. The bottom line is it becomes a foot race between Terrio and Young, and second basemen are not going to cheat, so they're not going to have a chance to win that race.
Well, this situation got a lot more interesting right here. Bases loaded, nobody out, and now the big hitters coming up. First Rutledge, then Carlos Gonzalez. Righetti out to talk to Kane. The walk was a big part of this, but then the bunt hit by Eric Young. Kane was ahead in the count, 0-2 against the 8th place hitter to lead off, and maybe in the back of his mind thinking a chance to make this a real quick inning at the bottom of the order. Now he's going to have to fight through it. Bases loaded, best scoring chance for the Rockies by far. Just off the plate.
Now here you pitch to minimize the damage. Yeah, he'd love to have a shutout, but I mean, he'd give up a run to get 2 outs right here.
Yeah. The Giants are playing it that way defensively. And that one misses outside.
I don't think he's getting squeezed either by Greg Gibson, the plate umpire. I think those pitches are being called appropriately.
Kane sort of lost his command here with a 5-0 lead and some concern perhaps.
Now here's where you gamble if you're Rutledge.
He took a rip on a fastball and missed it.
You knew you were going to get a challenge. Kane never been a guy who's afraid to challenge with that fastball on any count, but here with a 5-run lead, bases loaded, nobody out, 2-0 count, you're going to throw it right there and say, here, hit it. You might do it again 2 more times.
Big spot right here. Posey sets that target, and Kane misses high. A walk will force in a run, keep the bases loaded for the Rockies' best hitter who's on deck. (3-1). Rutledge hits it hard to third. Scudero for 1 across with nothing on it, and he can't get the double play. So the run scores. They do get the out. LeMahieu crosses home plate. It's 5-1.
Such a rock and a hard place play. I mean, do you go around? You've got good speed with Rutledge in the box. Likely you're not going to get the play if you try and turn it a conventional play. Your momentum's come over to the bag. I mean, he looked everywhere to see if he had an option. Just could not get enough on the throw. Throwing off his right foot as he came over to touch the base with his right foot.
So the Giants will take the out. The Rockies, though, have scored a run, and they have 2 on 1 out for Cargo. Gonzalez 0 for 2 in this game. And that one bounces. Posey somehow saved it.
He has no idea how he caught that ball. That's a play you just kind of react to and just put your glove where you think it might be, and all of a sudden, boop, it hops right into it. Thank you very much. The lucky part of that play is it didn't hit the bare hand.
Well, this has kind of come out of nowhere, but Matt Cain is having a problem here in the 6th, and the Giants are getting the bullpen going. Gonzalez rips one to first. Hill diving, not in time. And the Giants can't believe it. Somehow Rutledge stayed out of the double play.
Now, you're always taught to freeze on a line drive. But that's something you have to process. You don't just instinctively do it. You got to think to do it. And a ball hit this hard, it was going to be a foot race. And I think he got him.
I do too. I think that was a missed call.
Manny Gonzalez, the first base umpire, making that call.
You saw him. He was trying to angle his body to get a better look at it. I'm not sure he ever got in position where he had that good look. Curveball. Strike one to Hernandez. Just give us a pretty good view.
Oh, he got him by a bunch.
Yeah.
Got him by half a foot.
When I watched it live, I thought he had him.
And Buster Posey doesn't ever argue unless there's a good argument. You see the reaction from Cain. He saw it too.
Check swing, foul by Hernandez, 0-2.
And that's a good break strike right there.
Yeah. That one had a chance to come in and hit Ramon Hernandez. Instead, it's 0-2. Cain trying to get through the trouble here in the 6th inning. Rockies have scored a run. Looking for more. 0-2. Inside of that one got by Posey. Oh, and had a lot of movement on it, and Posey didn't anticipate it.
That might be a pass ball.
Could be. Both runners advance.
Sitting up on the inside corner. He wants the high strike, and the movement just sort of took it away. That ball's going to get caught. They're going to rule it a wild pitch, and that's a break for Posey.
And no matter what the scoring, a base hit now would make this game a lot tighter. Hernandez has a hit already in this contest. 1-2. Strike three called. Fastball throws him, and Cain gets out of the jam. 1 run scores. 5-1. Giants lead.
On Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax at participating stores.
Rockies put a lot of pressure on Matt Cain at the top of the 6th, but got only the 1 run. So the Giants lead 5-1, last of the 6th, and the bottom part of the order coming up for the Giants here in San Francisco, AT&T Park. Second game of this 3-game weekend series. Giants and Rockies will play again tomorrow afternoon, and then the Washington Nationals will be here for a 3-game set.
That would be a very interesting series, as the Nationals have a very, very good team, and they have the best record in the National League. The only team with 70 wins on the year, and they're coming in here with a head of steam. They are 9-1 in their last 10 games.
I think everybody thought that the Nats were going to have a breakout kind of year, an improved year. They've made some deals in the offseason, but I'm not sure many thought that here on August 11th they would have more wins than anybody in the big leagues. Best record in Major League Baseball, the Nationals.
And statistically, the best starting rotation. They got it going. They're playing good ball.
Kind of a challenge series for the Giants as Theriot lines a base hit to left field. His second hit of the game. Took a wide, aggressive turn, but he'll hold it first. The Giants rotation has, I think, had the reputation these last few years. Best starters in the National League, and the Nats are challenging him for that title. So we'll see. Plus, the Giants got swept by the Nationals in Washington. A little payback due, perhaps, starting on Monday night. Joaquin Arias with a sac fly, 0 for 1, has knocked in a run. Renicky and company will pay attention to Theriot over there at first.
And that's a nice tight little cutter. I mean, you call it a slider, it's kind of an old school slider. There's not a lot of movement into it. And to his credit, when we've seen him now a couple times, he didn't make many mistakes out over the middle of the plate with that pitch. It's either right there in the outside corner for a strike, or he misses it off the plate.
Misses inside there with the fastball.
So cutting action away, moving away from Arias, and he comes right back inside corner with a 2-seam fastball, and that has movement running in towards Arias.
Theriot, maybe more than we anticipated this year, has been a good base stealer for the Giants. That's been a bigger part of his game. Of course, when he was a younger player with the Cubs, that was a huge part of his game. Last few years has not stolen as many. He's got 12 steals in 16 tries this year. Foul ball off the bat of Arias.
Oh, ball dude. Glenn Casillas, you need to make a play. You're a highly skilled, professionally trained, world-class ball dude. You need to make a play.
Oh, he's saying bad hop.
They all say bad hop, man.
That excuse doesn't fly here.
It's the big leagues, pal.
Arias behind at the count 1-2. Off the plate outside.
All right, let's take a look at the technique of Glenn Casillas. I got it. We're set. We're good. This is all mine. This is me. This is good. We're good. We're not good. Ooh.
A little better play on the ricochet at the back end. Well, Arias having a good at bat here. He's worked the count full.
Oh, yeah. Crowd pleaser.
About time for that afternoon nap.
Eyelids get a little heavy. You recognize those symptoms, don't you?
Yeah, it might be time to drop that shade down. Theriot's running, and Arias grounds one into left field. Theriot aggressively trying for third. The throw, and he's safe at third. Now the throw back, and Arias scrambles to get back to first base.
Well, the Rockies can't believe it. They thought they had Theriot at third base. Carlos Gonzalez just now getting up off a knee. He thought he had thrown a strike right to Chris Nelson, the third baseman, and they had him. That was very close. And this is a play that you don't need to look at your third base coach. It's right in front of you. This is all on you. And you're taking on one of the really good arms in the Western Division. And third base umpire Phil Cuzzy says, you didn't get him. Very close play.
So now the Giants, first and third, nobody out. Kane bunts, first base side. Theriot not breaking for the play. Renicky did not tag him, but he gets him with the throw. So Theriot didn't read that as good enough chance to score. He'll hold on at third. Second and third with one out for Pagan.
Outstanding bunt. He did it in the first pitch. Absolutely fuels the momentum of the inning. I mean, obviously a couple of hits fuel an inning, but Theriot taking the extra 90. Now Kane getting the first pitch bunt down. Those are all good things when you're trying to blow up an inning. Let's take a look at the play at third and how close was it? I'll tell you what, that's as close can be. Close as if he was called out, you wouldn't have had an argument for Bochy. But I do believe it was called correctly.
Curveball and a strike to Pagan. Infield in for the Rockies. Pagan now has to hit behind the count 0-2. Pagan got real hot on that road trip, but what is he now? 0 for his last 10 at the plate. Pagan was hoping to carry that hot streak a little farther. This is a big spot here to try to expand the 5-1 lead. And he got a late grand of time right as Renicky started to throw.
Well, 0 for 10s, boy, they can bring you back to earth in a hurry. You get in a roll, you have a nice couple of series thinking, all right, I'm back, I'm starting to get it together. Whoop, 0 for 10. You can't even explain it.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing everything on the trip, taking walks, hitting for some power. Get a chance to knock in a couple of the infields in, hit a ball hard somewhere, and he's got a great chance to get it through. 1-2. Way inside and saved by Hernandez. A backhand stab.
This is a pure strikeout situation for Renicky. He hadn't thrown many curveballs, and that was one. Now plate umpire Greg Gibson's going to come out and check the ball. All you're looking for is one little blemish on the ball, and it will affect how that ball moves. Obviously, that one did not pass the test.
Two. Pagan rips one to right center field, and Colvin can't get to it. Pagan's going to run for a while. Theriot will score. Arias scores. Pagan will stop at third with a triple.
Well, that's how you get that one run back. And he does it, a 2-strike count. Renicky tried to strike him out with a breaking ball. It fooled him once. It did not fool him a second time. A little lazy right out there at the knees, and an idea of the strength of what a backspin fly ball can do. I mean, you just get carried. Totally fooled Colvin as it did not stop. Finds Triple's alley. Big swing of the bat.
Now Scutaro lines one into left field, and that'll score Pagan. And the Giants are pouring it on. They lead 8-1.
Well, this definitely puts an end to the argument that they can't score runs in this ballpark.
Yes, it does. And the pitching coach coming out.
They're going to start getting somebody going down in that Rockies pen. Bo McLaughlin, the pitching coach for Colorado, coming out. Stahl.
Mike Ekstrom starts to get loose. Giants have opened this game up. Pagan's triple, a big part of it. And Matt Cain, I think it's safe to say he's got some breathing room. 8-1 Giants. Well, Giants and the Rockies will wrap up this series tomorrow. And we'll have the broadcast for you on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Pre-game live begins at 12:30. 1 o'clock. Giants and the Rockies get it going. Alex White against Barry Zito. That's the matchup for the series finale. While we're sitting here, Mike, my Twitter feed has exploded. And the reason, your partner, Kipe.
Yes.
Apparently he's spent this inning telling everyone how jealous he is that you and I are sitting a little too close together here on the TV side. And he's not happy about it.
Yeah, he's territorial.
Yeah.
He's got that streak in him. You got to watch him.
I'm going to scoot over here. Kipe will be back here with you in the 7th inning. Cabrera to first, kind of smothered there by Pacheco, and his only play is to first base for out number 2. A runner in scoring position for Buster Posey. And you would think they're going to pitch to Posey here. They pitched around him, walked him intentionally with first base open in the 5th, but now it's 8-1. Posey's hit a home run, had a base hit, been on base all 3 times. Got that little cutter and fouled it off to the right, out of play.
Well, that's how you like to see your offense respond. You get a 5-0 ball game, all of a sudden Kane gives up a run. You come right back in the bottom half and put a crooked number up. That'll definitely make a manager smile, not to mention what it will do to the hitting coaches.
Inside, ball 1. Now it's 2-1 to Posey. One thing that I think has been particularly impressive about Buster, Mike, is he's crushing the ball. He's piling up all these numbers. Been the best hitter in the game for the last month or so, having this great year. He's not going out of the strike zone. If they're not going to throw him strikes, typically he's just going to take the walk. That time, right off the end of the bat against that cutter, Wenicky flips it to first. And Kipe is relieved. He could come back to join you, Mike.
I'm going to miss you. You did good.
8-1 Giants.
Filipino Heritage Night 2, presented by Ligo Sardines. Your special Filipino event package will include a ticket to the D-backs Giants game in one of the Filipino Heritage Night sections, access to the pregame Filipino Heritage Night party, and a Giants Filipino t-shirt. For tickets, call 415-972-2298 or go to sfgiants.com/special events. It is 8-1 Giants. They're in the top of the 7th inning. Here again, Dwayne Kuiper.
All right.
What did you do to Dave Fleming's Twitter account?
I was over there bored, so I decided to create some jealousy that I was having because he was sitting too close to you in the booth. Said he's working my beef and I don't like it. Said so Twitter at Fleming Dave and tell him I'm ticked off and jealous.
Yeah, his phone started bleeding. I just want you to know this.
Well, I leaned back to look over here and he's looking at me. He's red in the face and he's going, stop.
Yep, she left her heart at AT&T Park. Yep, need to get that gamer babe a pin.
0-2 pitch to Pacheco, swing and a miss. Kane right again, around 92 on pitch number 78.
Only 78 pitches as we begin the 7th inning for Matt Cain. Just really one blemish, and that was the 6th inning when he had a bases loaded, nobody out situation. He managed to minimize the damage, allowing just the 1 run, but it did cost him a few pitches. Other than that, his pitch count has been very stingy today.
Really helps to have ownage on a guy, and Kane does have ownage on Carlos Gonzalez if that's possible. Because Gonzalez stings one and it finds the glove of Brett Pill. Colvin is flied out twice. And I got a piece of Buster Posey. It's 0-2. They're in the 8th inning in Chicago, and the Cubs are playing the Reds tough. They lead 2-1. Pop up, broken bat, pop up. Is this no man's land? No. Pagan comes out of nowhere to put it away. All right, let's check in with Amer the Gamer.
Hey, Dwayne, I've got a video for you. You can just sit back and enjoy. It's an Amy G's Giants exclusive with Hall of Famer Tom Seaver, who was here today. He was out watching BP, one of the best pitchers to ever play the game. We talk about the fine art of making wine, which is what he does now. He has his own vineyard up in Calistoga in the North Bay, and he talks about what it takes to make a great pitching staff as well. He was a member of several of them. It's pretty fun, guys. Amy G's Giants exclusive, brought to you by GoPro cameras on csnbayarea.com. Enjoy.
All right, we will be checking that out because we like Amy G and we like Tom Seaver.
And we like wine. He's a grape grower up there.
Did I forget about that?
Yeah.
There's a pitch down low. The pinch hitter is Jonathan Herrera.
Tom Seaver has Nancy's Vineyard, named after his wife. And it's rare you find two passions in your life, but he certainly has found it with baseball and growing grapes. It's great. We saw him a few years ago when he was putting the vineyard in, and he showed us his hands, and it looked like he had just taken batting practice for 14 hours. There was calluses, and there was blisters, and it made it look like they were working man's hands.
Playable possibly for Scudero, shading his eyes. Side retired in a nice quick inning for Matt Cain. Hunter Pence is going to lead things off. He's coming off a double in the 5th inning. Pence to lead it off for the Giants.
deck? No way!
All right, here's our Toyota game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Gonzalez, boy, he hit a ball hard his last time up, but he's 0 for 6 in the series. Pomeranz gave up 4 earned runs in 4 innings. Buster Posey stays hot. Look at his numbers since the All-Star break. And Matt Cain, well, he's been Matt Cain. 1 earned run in 7 innings, and his pitch count is low. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
New pitcher now for the Rockies will be the right-hander Mike Ekstrom. 14th time that he has come in, and he's given up 22 base runners in 14 1/3.
And he's facing Hunter Pence, who slashed a double over the head of Colvin in right field in the 5th inning. They talk about Hunter Pence, how if he gets incredibly hot, it's pretty amazing. And that's what the Giants are waiting for.
Well, they have been in and seen the hot streaks when he was with the Phillies and prior to that with the Astros, and they are scary.
Gets underneath this one. Nelson says, I don't see it. I have no idea where it is. And it almost hits him in the head, and it's a fair ball. How can that be a fair ball? Seriously, now they're going to call it foul. Bill Cuzzy called it fair, and it clearly was in front of the bag. It would be wise, though, for Hunter Pence to stay at first base.
Well, until it gets to the bag, it's plate umpire's call. But I think what Cuzzy may have seen is the ball bounce, which I think in his mind may have been past the bag and then bounce backwards into foul territory. Chris Nelson had no idea where the ball was. Also, if that ball bounced and then went over the corner of the bag, it could have been called fair, but I think they got it right.
Now, Pence didn't want that hit anyway. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
That's right.
Chops this one now to Nelson, who will charge it and throw it. There's Tom Seaver. Well, what do you think he's talking here? Pitching or wine?
He's talking about wine.
So now this is how you hold a wine bottle to get it to cut, to get it to slide.
Yeah, really one of the really great guys in the game, and has been a tremendous ambassador of the game since his election into the Hall of Fame.
Bill swings and misses.
But you can't just go up and start talking ball. You got to start talking wine before you start talking ball.
Yeah, you got to crack that surface first, right?
Yep.
Bill takes wide.
Ekstrom with a low 90s fastball. He's got a slider and changeup.
Terrio to follow. It's 2 balls and a strike to Pill. Pill singled and scored in the 2nd.
There's Steve.
There's a shot foul.
Ball dude, use your glove, meat.
You think the ball dudes wear cups? Yeah. Pill, little flare to right. This has got a chance to be a thing, and it is. So Pill picks up his 2nd hit. Terrio's got 2 hits tonight. Terrio lined a single into left field in the 6th inning. When Pablo Sandoval comes back, Sandoval is going to play, and he plays on the infield. He's either going to play first or third, probably a lot at third, which means Terrio and Scudero and Crawford, they're all going to benefit from this. And I think the one guy that's going to benefit the most is this guy. There's a strike to Terrio, and he will argue and fight you if you tell him that it would be wise for him to take a few more days off. But it's going to help him. Scudero is going to play some at second. He'll play some at short. There's a pitch high.
Well, and Terrio's going to make the argument for himself that he didn't start swinging the bat well, so he started playing every day.
Right.
You know, bottom line is it's a nice problem to have if you're Bruce Bochy.
Right back to Ekstrom. Perfect feed to Rutledge. And that'll be a double play to end the inning. 8th inning coming up. All Giants 8-1.
The 8th inning. Time now for our Subway Ask Kruk and Kuip. The question today. Well, you can visit csnbayarea.com and ask us a question. We're going to answer one again. It comes from Scott from Portland. The question today is: stealing signs and relaying pitches considered cheating, or is it considered fair game?
Well, it's both, but it's the big leagues.
Yes and yes.
Here's LeMahieu. First pitch, left field deep. Cabrera back at the wall, and it is gone. So LeMahieu unloads on the first pitch, his first home run of the year, and it's 8-2. And that's his first major league home run as well.
Comes on a first pitch curveball. So he had to have a plan go up there looking for it.
And the hitter will be Nelson. If you have a camera and you're stealing signs that way, I think that's cheating, and that shouldn't be done. But if you got a guy on second base and he's helping the hitter with signs as this is lifted into center field, yes, I don't consider that cheating. I consider that part of the game. And when you hear people say, well, camera in center field, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Well, that's wrong.
But it does happen, and it is part of the game.
But it shouldn't be.
You're right. It shouldn't be. But we've seen situations over the years where a guy will sit out there with, you saw it Cincinnati. Guy sitting out the bullpen, get the signs, relay into to the hitter. So you can't get it from center field.
Here's Young as he swings and misses. Young struck out twice, and he reached on a bunt single in the 6th inning. Kane On the ground, Young past Terrio, and Young is aboard. That's the second career hit Young has had off of Matt Cain. As Harris is headed down to the bullpen. And here's Rutledge from Sacramento.
Gamer Babe, all the way from Sacramento. Welcome. Brought some runs with you. Thank you very much. Where were you last night?
Yeah. What's up with that? Rutledge 0 for 3. Not anymore as he wraps it into center field. So a home run, an out, a single, and a single. And here Carlos Gonzalez. And Bruce Bochy taking a walk. Scudero is going to go out just to be part of giving Cain a breather, giving Maharis a chance to get loose.
Bochy going to wait till Buster gets all the way back, and I believe he's going to make the move here. And here he comes.
So 90 pitches for Matt Cain. And Maharis, who's from Venezuela, is going to face another Venezuelan player, and that's Carlos Gonzalez. It will not be the first time those two have faced each other, that's for sure. But the fans, another sellout crowd here, is going to give Cain a great ovation as he deserves. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. We'll be back. Giants 8, Rockies 2. And Maharis to face Carlos Gonzalez. And Gonzalez takes low, 1 ball and no strikes.
You're going to see fastballs and a good hard slider from Maharis. 2-2 on the year, the 2.48 ERA. You can see the combined number of appearances. Kansas City and San Francisco. 54th time he's come in. 40 innings allowed. Tells you that he is a situational lefty.
Good breaking ball, but it misses. 2 balls and no strikes.
The line on Cain, 7 1/3, 7 hits, 2 earned runs. Took a 4-hitter into the 8th inning. 1 walk, 6 strikeouts.
Rolled foul. That pitch was maybe too low to be a strike, but it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Gonzalez last at bat, disappointing for him. He hit a shot off of Cain with the bases loaded, and it was caught by Pill. Out of play, 2-2.
92-mile-an-hour fastball, knee high and outside corner. Good speed, good location. Sergio Romo finishing off his warm-up tosses.
Two and two. And the pitch is inside, 3-2. Young and Rutledge are your base runners. And the payoff, swinging a fly ball to left. Melky Cabrera just doing a wrestling match, and he puts it away. Melky Cabrera's got to be digging night baseball here at AT&T Park.
You can see the glasses are on, and he gives Pagan a bit of a smile as if to say, man, this is not easy today. You can see the shadow right behind the left side of the infield, and Cabrera out left.
So Bruce Bochy's coming out, and Romo's coming in. So Maharis does his job. Romo pitching.
We go back to the fifth inning, and Jordan Pacheco at first base tries to steal on a ball almost in the dirt. Buster Posey straightens up and guns him down. That's our Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Grab some pine meat.
So Romo to face Ramon Hernandez.
See the numbers for Sergio Romo in 44 games, 3-2 with a 2.06 ERA. The last time he faced these Rockies in Colorado, no error. At least it felt that way to Romo. Here he's back at sea level, and they get a little more break on the slider than what the Rockies saw from him in Denver.
The 1-0 pitch to Hernandez is skied into center field for Pagan, and that'll end the inning. So the damage is the home run by LeMahieu, his first major league home run. Giants are coming up, 8-2 Giants. Francisco Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group. Here it's an 8-2 lead for the Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
New pitcher now for the Colorado Rockies will be the lefty Rex Brothers, and he throws hard. He'll go a fastball that's low to high 90s. Good hard slider to go with it. Occasional change up just to stay in shape, and basically you're going to see something hard. 57 strikeouts in 43 innings gives you an idea what kind of stuff he has. It's good. He's got some electricity in that shoulder, believe me.
So Brothers will face Joaquin Arias. Nice afternoon for Arias. A sacrifice fly in the second and a single in the sixth. He's 1 for 2. Belt, who came in on the double switch, will hit next. Yeah, that's an easy 95 right there.
Yeah, just to say hello.
Driven to right. Moving back is Colvin. Still moving back. Looking up. It's off the bricks. And it ricochets away from everybody. And Arias is on the move. And they're going to hold him up. A triple for Joaquin Arias. Nice at bat.
Everybody here was anticipating a run at an inside the Parker. Well, what a nice job. He goes away with the fastball, and remember how hard Brothers throws. He's supplying a lot of power, and it hits off the carom and it gets by everybody, and now it's a foot race. It's Eric Young who comes up with the ball. And right here, he sees it hit out the wall. He starts kicking it in gear. And Tim Flannery puts on the red flag, says, "Nuh-uh, you're good."
Second triple in the game for the Giants. Here's Bell with the infield in. And he'll take low. 1 ball and no strikes.
Flan was thinking about it, and then all of a sudden at the last minute, no, we're good.
Swing and a miss by Belt. I'll give Arias credit. He stopped on a step and a half. It had taken me 9 more steps to put on the brake.
Yeah, you'd have blown out both knees and an ankle. That would not have been pretty.
He just stopped. Yeah, okay, I'll stop. Call strike by Greg Gibson, 1 and 2.
It's a good fastball right there. Great location. Yeah, we have a hard time stopping coming down the stairs.
Two and 2 to Belt. And that gets away, and here comes Arias. And he'll score on the wild pitch.
There was not anything that Ramon Hernandez could do about that. You just get a ball bouncing too far out in front. You don't know how high it's going to be. You gauge as a blocker as to where you think it's going to be. And every once in a while, you're going to get unlucky. I think they hit the side of the plate and came up.
And Belt takes the walk.
Well, I think the argument about not being able to score runs in this ballpark is going to go away for a day or so. What do you think?
Yes, I do. And Bruce Bochy will be very happy with that.
Yeah, you get tired of answering the same question, don't you?
Pagan takes low to the back foot as he gets out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes. Matt Cain threw that perfect game on June 13th. The most runs in a home game since then. And as far as we're all concerned, it couldn't come at a better time. One ball and one strike on the foul. Zito tomorrow against Alex White. Down low. Scudero on deck. A triple for Pagan in the 6th inning. This is going to be a souvenir down the right field line and out of play. Remember, Dodgers will start in about a half an hour. Arizona and the Nationals, well, that game will start in about 3 hours. Two and two. And Pagan is out swinging. It's 96 down around the knees.
Yeah, it looks like 96 with a natural cut. Ball boring in on Pagan, just sort of ate him up. That looks like a pretty good place. A couple of the faithful enjoying the game.
Is that the Papa?
I'm not sure. We do see a lot of beautiful boats out there in McCovey Cove. Never boring.
Here's Scudero. Scudero knocked in a run in the 6th inning. He's 1 for 3. Pomeranz, Renicky, Ekstrom brothers.
Rex Brothers having a hard time finding that strike zone right now.
He is.
He just took a look down into the Rockies bullpen. Matt Reynolds, the other lefty in the Rockies bullpen, starting to get loose.
I guess if you're the pitching coach or manager, you have to try to determine the reason why he looked. Did he look because he wants somebody up, or did he look because he doesn't want anybody up? Scudero has to do a dance.
I'm thinking he may be looking for help is what I'm thinking. And looks again. I mean, usually bullpenners do not like to have anybody come into their inning. They don't want to finish it.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you're going to give up runs, you don't want somebody else to give up your runs.
And you don't want a guy to get into a 9-2 ball game. And this is going to be the last inning, in all likelihood, that the Rockies are going to have to pitch. The very fact that Matt Reynolds had to get up and start throwing, I'm sure, ticks off a few people.
Not that guy, though.
Nothing ticks that guy off.
He's got attitude to the max. And you know what that is. Is that a crocodile? Turtle?
It could be a turtle crocodile.
From behind, it could be anything. But he's got the shirt.
It's an alligator. There you go. Yep. That hat will make you happy.
That is a one-man wolf pack right there. There's a foul back. He's hanging with he and his alligator hat.
Thinking good thoughts on a sunny day.
A little cocktail going.
Life is golden.
I think the shirt matches well with my alligator hat. You always dress around what you're going to put on your head.
It's true. That's the first thing he put on today. I guarantee it.
Double play ball is kicked, and they'll get one, and that's it. So Buster Posey will hit. Remains to be seen who he's going to face. Buster Posey, a 2-run home run in the 3rd. And he takes one right down the throat, and it's no balls and 1 strike.
They're taking away the gap in right center. They're thinking he's going to go that way against Brothers.
And the 1-1 to Buster Posey. Swing and a miss, 1-2. He hit this one in the 3rd inning off of Pomeranz.
A little cutter that got up above the letters, and he just said, "Thank you very much." And for Posey, that was home run number 19, RBI 74 and 75. And yes, he got to tell it goodbye.
Same kind of swing, and he fouls this one back. Down low, 2-2. Oh man, he's doing pretty good with that thing on his head.
You know, it's just all about confidence.
Yeah. 2-2 pitch to Posey. Got him, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the 9th. It's 9-2 Giants. Sportsnet Central tonight at 6 p.m. right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Mindy Bach and John Henry Smith. They will do the honors behind the desk. You get reaction from this game, NL West updates, and PGA Golf Championship highlights. It's a 9-2 lead for the Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
On the hill now for the Giants, trying to close this one out. Brad Penny, 14th time he's come in, and you're starting to see him put together a nice fastball, one that he commands both sides of the plate, and he's getting some velocity. It's been going 93, 95.
Hit on the ground, and Terrio to his right picks it cleanly and throws on to Belt. So for Penny, 1 pitch, 1 out. So Pacheco retired. And here's Tyler Colvin. Colvin has flied out 3 times. And Penny's first pitch at 92 is wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Did I hear you say you're paying for dinner tonight for 18?
No.
No, you're not?
No.
You got a good group, right?
I'm paying for 19.
One ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, got a great group.
Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
Well, subscribe to MLB.tv today and take advantage of new low pricing. See every remaining Giants out of market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Go to sfgiants.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere.
1 and 2 to Colvin. Out of play.
Yep, going to go out to dinner tonight with 18 former classmates in high school. Bit of a reunion. Looking forward to it.
High school classmates.
High school classmates. Going to be a few horse laughs out there.
And the high school was?
St. Gabriel High School, class of 1970. You've never seen so much gray hair in your life.
One ball and 2 strikes. Might any of those have some stories on you from the high school days?
Absolutely they do. And that's the group that we will be playing. In fact, there they are right there. Yak it away.
There's your wife in the white pants.
Yep.
Front row. Who's the guy? Who's the guy hitting on her?
Chris Stevenson.
Come on.
Unbelievable. What's new?
He was doing it in high school. He's still doing it. 2 and 2.
Chris and I also went to Cal Poly together, as did my wife Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that group goes way back.
Look at, he's about to put his arm around her.
Easy, easy. You know what? Let's just eliminate this guy.
Got a horse laugh out of your wife. There's a base hit up the middle from Tyler Colvin. Back to the game, reluctantly.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, you get a little close to Jennifer and you will be eliminated. I've seen it happen many times. Rosario is going to pinch hit.
Yeah, there'll be some horse laughs tonight. Those are good laughs, you know.
I want $1 for every time somebody says, remember when?
Oh, yeah.
Remember when?
Whatever happened to so-and-so? Yep. Knew all those people when they were in the 7th grade, and some even before that.
In the dirt to Rosario. 2 balls and no strikes. So Penny trying to shut this one down. 1 out, a runner on. Colvin with his first hit as he's at first. And there's a strike to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Willeen Rosario, he's a young player, and the one thing he can do is he can hit.
Well,
working through some catching things, but he can hit.
They like his athleticism, and they think he's going to be a good catcher.
Hit on the ground. Terrio will spin. That's 1. Nope, nobody's going to be out. Arias tried to be too quick, and it'll be an error on Arias. You come across that bag, there's a lot going on. You get ball, runner, trying to hit the bag, and you can catch the ball. That's one of the things.
Terrio Get on that back leg, a little flip throw. Tries to reach out and backhand it and get his legs in position to get the throw off to first base. That ball may have cut on him, but it's going to be an error on Arias.
So here's LeMahieu. And on one pitch, Hunter Pence is going to have to race underneath this one and put it away.
One thing Hunter Pence has is closing speed. He can cover some ground. Giants outfield with Cabrera, Pagan, and Pence. They're the kind of guys you want to patrol the outfield in a big yard like AT&T. And it's because of their range.
So here's Nelson with 2 outs. Been a day where the Giants offense kicked it in. And it started in the second and then the third with the Posey home run. And then they just kept adding on as Nelson takes high. 1 ball and no strikes. Kane got out of a mess in the second to make that in the 6th, only allowing 1 run. But the Rockies had the bases loaded with nobody out. The 1-0 pitch to Nelson is a swing and a miss, enough to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Kane, Mijares, Romo, Penny. The pitch. Fastball high at 94. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Take your time. Take a deep breath. Get your target. Commit to the pitch. And let her rip. Right through your catcher.
3-1. Penny looks off into the sky, a little disgusted. 3-1.
Not happy with his release point right now. He's not a guy that ever really has in his career dealt with bouts of wildness. He's always been very compact, especially for a guy his size, which is kind of what has made him unique over the years.
So Nelson, see if he takes a healthy rip at this pitch. And he shoots it into right field for a base hit. They're going to wave in Colvin, and it's 9-3. So the error ends up helping the Rockies put a run on the board here in the 9th. And now it's Eric Young with Jeremy Affeldt down to the bullpen.
And how do you get loose? You get it and start cranking.
Young 2 for 4. Struck out his first 2 times up, and then a bunt single and a single in the 8th. Here he takes low.
Chris Bochy is not going to have anybody in his bullpen get hurt in an inning that can go against him as it's starting to against Penny. So when you're a reliever like Affeldt, you get the call to go down there. You can't half-step it. You got to get going. You got to crank.
Penny wants a new baseball. It's 2-0.
Penny does not want anybody else in this game.
You saw Dave Righetti call down to Mark Gardner. The phone is right by the bullpen mound. 3-0. And Penny pounds that one into the strike zone. It's 3-1. At second base is Rosario. Nelson is the runner at first. And this is out of play. A challenge on the 3-1 pitch. It's now a full count. So now the sellout crowd will stand.
Well, and Brad Penny will definitely benefit from this ovation. And he wants to be the guy that closes it out.
3-2 pitch. Here it is. And it's popped up into left center field. It'll be Pagan shading his eyes, and that's the ball game. So game 2 in the series goes to the Giants, and Mike, quiet the critics. The offense was very good today.
Well, and I think Bruce Bochy is going to appreciate that when he has to face the media and give his postseason or post-game comments. But it is something that I think more of anything else. Yesterday, I think they were a bit tired coming back in from St. Louis. This is the middle of a 20-game stretch. Today is game 15 of the stretch. So today they came back, they had good bounce in their legs. But Matt Cain made all the difference in the world with his arm and with his bat.
And Buster Posey, a big fly. Final score, Giants 9, Rockies 3. Stay tuned. E. Sheeran's Giants post-game live with interviews on their app starts right now. Thanks for watching San Francisco Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, and it's all part of the NBC Sports Group.